The road to hell is a nicely paved highway. You just walk right down. You've got no obstacles, and it leads you to a life of mediocrity. Because you are afraid to take that road that's really bumpy, full of a bunch of shit that will fucking kill you. It's not paved. That road on over there is the road to your personal greatness, and it's going to be super tough, but it will be worth it. Choose the hard road. Life isn't some smooth, easy ride. The road to mediocrity, that's the highway most people take. It's clean, it's simple, it's predictable. You don't have to think, you don't have to fight. You just walk, and before you know it, you're in the middle of nothing. A life so empty it echoes. That's what happens when you're afraid to bleed, afraid to sweat, afraid to break. But that other road, that's where the real ones go. The road to greatness is jagged, it's messy, it's brutal. You'll trip, you'll fall, you'll crawl through mud that stinks of every fear you've ever buried. It's not lit with streetlights. It's lit by the fire you bring to it. And trust me, the world will try to douse that fire. Pain, failure, self-doubt. They're all waiting for you out there like wolves, ready to tear into you. But here's the truth. The hard road will make you unbreakable. Every stumble, every scar, every moment when you want to quit but don't, it's carving you into something sharper, stronger, unstoppable. The world doesn't hand greatness to cowards. It's earned by those willing to walk into the storm, not around it. So ask yourself, are you going to stay on that easy path, living half of a life, scared of the fight? Or are you going to step up, lace up, and take the hard road no matter how ugly it gets? You think greatness is waiting for you? Number, it's hiding, buried deep behind every obstacle you don't want to face. It's laughing at your excuses. It's daring you to show up when the world says you can't. The hard road doesn't care about your feelings, your comfort, or your fear. It's there to test if you've got what it takes. And most don't. Most tap out the second they feel the heat. But you're not most, are you? You've got the spark, the whisper in your gut telling you that you're meant for more. Please take this short break from your video. We know how important the videos are to you. Support the channel by purchasing an Inspire Network hoodie or Inspire Network coffee cup. Enjoy the rest of the video. That whisper doesn't come easy, and it doesn't come for free. You've got to fight for it every damn day. You've got to wake up, look at the hard road, and say, let's fucking go. You'll sweat. You'll bleed. You'll break down and cry when no one's watching. But every step you take on that road builds something inside you that no one can steal. It's the kind of strength that turns pain into fuel. It's the kind of mindset that makes the impossible a starting point. Every excuse, every shortcut, every "I'll do it tomorrow" belongs on that smooth highway to hell. Burn those bridges. Set fire to the easy way out. Because every step you take on the hard road will bring you closer to the version of yourself you were born to be. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to do the work for you. It's you versus you out there, every single second. So, what's it going to be? The easy life of regret, or the hard road of unstoppable pride? Let me ask you something. When you're lying on your deathbed, Are you going to look back on a life of what-ifs? You're going to stare into the void, wishing you'd taken the harder road, the one that scared the hell out of you, but would have given you the pride of knowing you left nothing on the table? Or are you going to nod your head, battered, bruised, and victorious, knowing you took every damn step toward the person you were meant to be? The easy road is seductive. It whispers sweet lies in your ear. This is good enough. You don't need to push harder. Stay comfortable. Stay safe. But it's a trap. That smooth paved highway leads straight to a life where you're nothing more than a shadow of your potential. It's the path of the weak, the path of the ones who let fear make their choices. Fear's a liar, but it's also a teacher. The moment you feel that knot in your stomach, that voice telling you, you can't do this, that's the signal. That's the direction you need to go. Fear isn't there to stop you. It's there to show you where the real work begins. And that work, it's ugly. It's relentless. It doesn't care about your excuses, your distractions, or your doubts. The hard road is chaos. It's littered with pain, rejection, and failure. It's full of people who will try to pull you down because they're too scared to climb. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. Every scar, every failure, every gut-wrenching moment on that road is a brick in the foundation of your greatness. The hard road doesn't destroy you. It forges you. Most people don't have the guts to walk it. They see the obstacles and turn back. They settle for mediocrity because mediocrity doesn't demand sacrifice. But you're different. You wouldn't still be listening if something inside you wasn't hungry for more. That hunger is your soul screaming for the hard road. And if you ignore it, you'll live the rest of your life in quiet desperation, haunted by the person you could have been. Let me tell you what the hard road gives you. Freedom. Not the fake kind of freedom where you clock in and out of a life you hate, numbing yourself with distractions just to get through the day. No, I'm talking about the freedom to look yourself in the mirror and know you gave it everything. The freedom that comes from owning your scars, your pain, your grind. The freedom to say, I fucking earned this. But here's the thing. No one's going to hand you that freedom. You've got to fight for it every damn day. You've got to wake up when the alarm feels like a gunshot and drag yourself into the arena. You've got to outlast the pain, outthink the fear, and outwork every excuse your mind throws at you. You've got to become a warrior, not just physically, but mentally. Because the hard road doesn't just build your body, it builds your mind. Every time you push through the discomfort, you're proving to yourself that you're stronger than you thought. Every time you face a setback and get back up, you're rewriting the story of who you are. You're turning yourself into someone who doesn't just survive the hard road. They own it. This isn't just about success. This is about pride. The kind of pride that doesn't come from money or trophies, but from knowing you faced the hardest challenges life threw at you and refused to back down. It's about looking in the mirror and knowing without a doubt that you are unstoppable. So here's your choice. Are you going to take the highway to nowhere? Or are you going to step onto that hard road, knowing full well it's going to break you before it builds you? The road to hell is easy. The road to greatness is hard as hell. But if you got the guts, the heart, and the fire, that hard road will lead you to a life most people can't even dream of.